a famous member of the Judd family. Will you please
Judd.
Sex education. Family planning should be universal, accessible, and given without shame. When they were introducing her, that the next speaker was someone elegant and intelligent, and I thought, oh my God, it's my turn already. And then I looked around and I said, now wait a minute, this is the Democratic Women's Caucus. That is every single woman in this. Event that excited me most, and particularly because there are so many women of color here, and there are so many younger women. Our strength is in our diversity and in our inclusivity. And our voice is our vote. And our vote is our voice. You heard a little bit about that? Does everybody know about gottavote.org and gottavote.com? Help other women in your community find their precinct, the voting hours. Vote early. I did that last year and it took such a monkey off my back. So I have the pleasure of introducing Cecile Richards. She is a brave American. Some say she is a fighter. Some say she is truly her mother's daughter. I say she is an elegant warrior. And before she took charge of Planned Parenthood in 2006, she organized low-wage workers like garbage men, maids as they were called. She is a person who has believed in fairness her whole life and has walked that walk, often in anonymity. But boy, have we needed her in a public way since historic health reform was passed in this country. Not only has she, at the helm of Planned Parenthood, increased access for millions of girls and women and their family to life-saving health services, she has sharpened Planned Parenthood's advocacy, and that voice has been essential. Let's talk for a little bit about family planning, because I have a certain logic and it goes like this. When girls and women can prevent unintended pregnancy, they prevent the need for an abortion. And in the words of the great 42nd President of the United States, William Jefferson Clinton, abortion should be legal, it should be safe, and it should be rare. Don't know how to prevent an unintended pregnancy. And that's what I like about Planned Parenthood. They're smart that way. And let's talk a little minute about abortion. Even in this room, there is a wide spectrum of feeling and belief about abortion. 1/5 of folks say never, even to save the life of the mother, never in the case of rape and incest, which I personally think is a little barbaric. And 1/5 of folks on the other end of the spectrum think it should be safe and legal in all cases of pregnancy and uniquely at the discretion of the woman. And some of us are somewhere in the middle there. But what we can do, as I have said, is prevent unintended pregnancy and reduce the need. And although unfortunately Mr. Aiken was referred to briefly, and let me just say this, and I've seen some beautiful buttons, at any time, in any relationship, in any place, rape is rape. But we didn't hear a lot about policy. Well, let me tell you something. As they scrambled to distance themselves from Mr. Aiken, just look at the record. Their vice presidential candidate for president helped him support legislation that banned abortion in all cases and sought to narrow the definition of rape. I'm real uncomfortable with that. But I am comfortable Insurance and Health Services. And I'm really comfortable with the elegant warrior, Cecile Richards, to whom I now proudly present you, and thank you for an opportunity to be here with you today, and I want to just like get out there and have some fun.